You already know what time it is. It's that official time where we take this worldwide. Let's go. Listen. So now it's time to turn it up. Surf the radio waves as we begin to burn it up. We all up in your area like landscape, definitely bringing you the power of pancakes. It's a mandate that you tune in. It's time to move out so we can move in and recognize that this is no illusion. I'm here to clear the air so that there is no confusion. It all started off in the book of Genesis when Jacob was wrestling with who he thought was his nemesis. And when the man saw he couldn't overpower him, he touched his hip but he really couldn't devour him. And from that point, then we hear a name change, rearrange the game, so now we gotta change lanes. So I'm here to let you know it's time to listen to the Pancake and Powerslam show. Let's go. Turn it up. It's the Pancake and Powerslam. Turn it up. It's the Pancake and Powerslam. Turn it up. It's the Pancake and Powerslam show. Turn it up. It's the Pancake and Powerslam. Turn it up. It's the Pancake and Powerslam. Turn it up. It's the Pancake and Powerslam show. Turn it up.
And we are live. Ladies and gentlemen, this is episode 439 of the Pancakes and Powerslam show. We are live and living color, getting funky like a monkey, if you will, baby. Yeah, we are live. How y'all feeling tonight, man? How's the PNP Nation? How's everything doing? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? I'm ready to have a good time. PNP is just kind of like my safe haven. It's just kind of like my kind of decompressing from a very busy Monday and Tuesday now, because Tuesday, of course, I have the unscripted before PNP comes on. I have an interview every week, and I think I like that lighting a little better. Yeah, I like that right there. All right, so yeah. So PNP is like kind of like my chill down. You know what I mean? Like just kind of like my chill down to a busy day, a busy time beforehand. And even before that now, every Monday night, starting yesterday, I'm going to be reviewing Raw with Road Warrior Animal, part of my favorite tag team of all time. He is now my colleague, my analyst colleague on Sportskeeda. We will be reviewing Raw every single Monday right after Raw. So go check that out on Sportskeeda, YouTube, and Facebook. Yesterday, the debut episode got over 10,000 views. So thank you so much for all the support. What a great way to hit the debut show out the park. So that was great. Eric Bischoff was my interview tonight. It was absolutely fantastic. One of the best interviews I've ever done in my life. He had so many awesome things to say to me, both in the beginning and the end of the interview, of the Q&A that I had. And he said what stands me out is that I have a really calmness to me that really stands me out. And at the end, he said he feels more sophisticated after talking to me. So, man, I'll never forget that. So thank you, Eric, if you're listening to this right now. All right, PNP Nation. PNP Nation, how is everybody doing? We'll talk about the grades of SummerSlam. You know how it is. Ask Chris. Formatting has totally changed on PNP now. No more headlines, no more no more really structured flavor of the week. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. We just chilling, man. We just chilling the PNP Nation every week. It's a loungy feel, and we just have a good time every week. So hashtag Ask Chris, and as y'all saw, let's get a water break because I've been talking to Eric Bischoff the past 35 minutes, 40 minutes. So my suggestion to you is as soon as you get that alert around 11:35 or so, 11:35, 11:40, jump on because I'll be for the intro, I'll be showing comments. Of course, we keep it PG here, the PNP Nation. But if you jump on quick and catch right when the show starts and you make your comment, hello, how you doing, whatever intro you want to do. Actually, as we saw today with Marissa and a couple other people, Josh, I'm going to start playing the putting the comments up on the screen. So catch that early bird. Early bird gets the worm. So, all right, PNP Nation, what's up? I like that Marissa is, as a matter of fact, I need to get when Mo jumps on here, man. I need an admin to get my team together. I've been wanting to get my team together. I'm like 2 months behind on putting my stuff on MP3. I've been so busy with my PhD stuff, and yeah, I need an admin to load up those audios. So yeah, we need that. When Ricky comes up, jumps on here, Marissa, let me know if you are interested. I think I tossed your name out there, but looks like Marissa is the resident greeter. Welcome Dana to PNP. There was something else that there was another greeting that you had. Welcome John to PNP. So Marissa is now the resident greeter. So that is awesome. What's up, Kyle? What's up, everybody? Robbie says, yo, it's time to loose your noodle and shake your rail like a poodle. It's pancake time. What's up, Shane? What's up, Brian? Welcome, Chiaki, to the show. I love Wrestle Kingdom. Wrestle Kingdom is one of my favorite shows to watch every January 4th. I still need to catch up on like a couple months of New Japan. I have New Japan World, but I pay for it and don't even watch it because I've been so busy. I love New Japan. I'm a huge fan. New Japan it really sticks out to me. I love New Japan. Love watching Wrestle Kingdom. Love watching Dominion. New Beginning. I'm a huge fan of their shows, and of course the New Japan Cup and all that. And so yeah, I'm a big fan of New Japan. I've just been so busy, I have to catch up with it. So I sure will. Hashtag Ask Chris. I haven't let's see. We'll talk about Barrett on headlines, hashtag headlines. We will talk about SummerSlam, Summerfest, as Jeremy Piven would say. And John Cena would remind him that no, it is not Summerfest, it is SummerSlam. Um, so, um, Renee, yeah, I heard about Renee. We'll talk about that in the headlines. And yeah, so hashtag headlines. SOC, my man. Where are the pancakes? You know what? That's a good question. They are at your resident Waffle House at this point at 11:53 at night. I don't even know. Does Waffle House sell pancakes? Do they? I know they sell waffles, of course. I don't ever recall getting pancakes from Waffle House. Let's see. I know IHOP is typically open. I don't know how their hours are now. It's just almost midnight here at East Coast. Pancakes at Waffle House. Let's see if Waffle House has pancakes. I never knew if they have pancakes or not. I'm looking at the Waffle House menu right now, and let's see, breakfast favorites menu. Okay, this is so cool. All right, so I'm pulling up the Waffle House menu, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Do they have pancakes? So you have the All Star. The All Star is fantastic. So this is why I love this show. This is totally my show, and I can do whatever I want on my show. So you know what I'm going to do on my show? I'm going to see if there's pancakes at Waffle House. That is amazing. Pancakes and Powerslams, Waffle House edition. And Waffle House has not endorsed me, by the way. So y'all better be happy that I get, thousands of people who watch my show every week. So you're welcome, Waffle House. I need a free meal. Love it All-Star Special. I don't see pancakes. Nope. I never knew that. I guess I never really thought about it. I always get waffles from Waffle House. But Waffle House do not sell pancakes. Nope. This is the menu. This is that same menu they give you. Very interesting. I never really thought about it, but Waffle House does not sell pancakes. So I guess right now, based on the hours, IHOP would be the way to go as far as your pancake fix SOC. All right. What I think about the knuckleheads in the Thunderdome and the stupid attire? Yeah, that's a hashtag headline too, Elvis. Get back to me on the headlines with that. Hey, Seuss, what's up, man? Always great to have you on the show, man. What's happening with the NWA? Shane is asking. Wade Barrett to WWE. Oh, so my dad joke of the day. So my dad joke of the week. So I'm gonna try to do this every week. My dad joke of the week is boom. Adam Cole Bay. When in Rome, read Romans 10. Boom. Featherstone, baby. But doom. Yes. So yes, I love this stupid random. I think about that stuff in my head all the time. I don't listen to Cardi B. I'm a chill hop and gospel guy, but I randomly think of these things. I was voted class clown in my high school, right? So I just randomly think about stuff that makes myself crack up. And so that's one of my therapies. I'm a mental health specialist. So my self-care is a lot of times I just think of things that just may not even make anybody else crack up or make just people who like corny jokes crack up. And there is a really good population of people who like corny jokes, or as many people call them, dad jokes. So here's my dad joke. You ready? I had two of them, but I'll say one of them right now. So Cardi B, right? Cardi B has a cousin who loves to work out, and her name is Cardi O. Cardi B has a cousin who loves to work out, and her name is Cardi O. Oh. All right. SOC said, I see what you did there. LOL. Oh, man. Mr. Phil Fox is being the resident hater right now. Turn the channel. No, I have actually 46 people watching live right now. So the spot is hot right now. He thought that was funny. So if Cardi B has a cousin who loves to work out, her name is Cardi. Oh, nice. You just gave us the P&P Chuckle of the Night. We discussed wrestling and Waffle House. You never know what you get, but always good. By the way, if you want some Christian gangster rap, check out T-Bone. Love the dad joke. Thank you, Robbie. I appreciate it. Yeah, T-Bone's old school Christian rap, man. Absolutely. That was a great dad joke. So Phil is admitting that he appreciated the dad joke. And just be sure to credit me, because I came up with that. Okay, I got another dad joke for you. All right. All right, here we go. You ready? So I made this one up too. Here we go. So, what do you call Donald Trump criticizing CNN in the snow? What do you call Donald Trump criticizing CNN when it's snowing? What do you call Donald Trump criticizing CNN while it's snowing? And this doesn't tip the hat on my political views or anything, but what do you call Donald Trump criticizing CNN while it's snowing? Flake news. Flake news. Flake news. Oh, man. Yes, Phil Fox. After the punchline, you have to yell, "You have been feather stoned." Actually, shout out to my dude, Todd Turnbow, man. He came up with the feather stone back in the day, like 15 years ago. Yes, flake news, Antoine, flake news. Phil Fox thought that was funny. No, I don't have a dad joke book. I literally come up with this stuff. I just think I think, and I'm like, you know what? I just need to just come up with something stupid right now and just make myself crack up. And I came up with this joke last night, when I was putting my 2 sons to bed. My wife was putting our daughter to bed in her room, and I was putting my 2 sons to bed, and putting them. They're 7 and 5, almost 8 in a few weeks. Next in a week, 2 weeks, he'll be 8, and my middle will be 6 in January. So putting them to bed is just putting something on TV for them and just making sure the room's clean and stuff like that. So yesterday I was sitting down in one of their chairs, and I was putting on something on TV for them, and I thought of that joke. I was just thinking. I was like, oh man, there was a lot that I had to get ready for too, and then because I had my debut show with Road Warrior Animal, and so there was a lot that I was thinking about too. So that just randomly came up in my head, and my wife thought it was funny. So that's what matters most. All right, have I been in the Thunderdome yet? No, I have not, Ricky. Honestly, I don't have a desire to either. Honestly, I don't have a desire to. Consider it stolen. Be sure to credit me. Cardio. I thought about that today, actually. The cardio. Members of Retribution. I think we talk about this every week. I think we talk about this absolutely every week. It just really varies every week. I said I thought Roman Reigns would be the mastermind, but I don't know. I mean, we talked about Dijakovic. I think Ciampa was mentioned, but he's coming back tomorrow. Today it's after midnight now. He's coming back tonight, Wednesday night, back on NXT. So it's not Ciampa. I mean, again, it goes back to the same thing I've been saying every week. Here's the deal. The same thing I've been saying every single week, and I stand by it. If the payoff is not good, this will be one of the worst angles in pro wrestling history. Like this has potential to be either NWO, like initial NWO. I mean, it probably won't be that good, but I mean, like as in that kind of camp, I guess you could say, like really low in the camp, but in the camp nonetheless. So it has that potential to be like really good. If Roman Reigns unmasks himself as being the person, the mastermind behind Retribution, I think it really would have it would have been a home run. Absolutely. But if the person revealed is not hitting it, it has the opportunity to be as bad as the higher power. So you got an NWO or you got higher power. So right now it's kind of trending down to the higher power gimmick. I am not buying this. I am not intrigued at this Retribution angle whatsoever. I'm just not intrigued. I'm just not. I was super intrigued at Aces and Eights in the beginning before all unmasked, and I mean, just the more they started unveiling themselves, the more I really liked the beginning of Aces and Eights. I really did. And I like the fact that there were like occasional unveilings in the beginning, and then it just got, I mean, it was just kind of like Hot Shot. It was just like fast tracked. I just didn't like it. And then Bully Ray being the head, but on a good note, it really helped Bully Ray. I mean, Bully Ray was the man in TNA at that time. That was one of probably his best run as a singles, hands down. He was incredible heel. But I mean, I just as far as someone unveiled to be part of Aces and Eights, it just didn't make sense to me. Just the leader of Aces and Eights just didn't make sense to me. So I just, Ken Anderson. I mean, I'm friends with Ken Anderson actually. But him being a part of it, then breaking out and feuding with them, and then I think I've had just about every member of Aces and Eights on my show. I've had Bischoff. I just interviewed Eric Bischoff an hour ago for like the seventh or eighth time. I've had Bischoff. I've interviewed Bischoff. I've interviewed D'Lo. I've interviewed Wes Briscoe. I've interviewed Garrett Bischoff. I've interviewed Mike Knox. I've interviewed Ken Anderson. The only two I haven't interviewed are the Dudleys. I haven't interviewed Bubba or Devon. I've talked to Devon on the phone, but I've never interviewed either one of them. Yeah, the Dudleys are the only people Aces and Eights. I'm trying to figure out all of Aces and Eights. I've never interviewed Tessmacher, Brooke Adams. I never interviewed her either. Wonder what she's doing. I wonder what she's up to nowadays. Aces and Eights. Yeah, I think that's it, right? I think that's all of Aces and Eights. I'm looking at the Aces and Eights roster of the members. Bully Ray, Brooke, Garrett, yes, Nux, Taz was a spokesperson. I never interviewed him. Devon, Gallows. I was supposed to interview him a few weeks ago until like literally two hours before we were scheduled to go on air. He had a dinner with Impact Wrestling, so he couldn't do it. Never interviewed Evilise. I forgot she was on there. Oh, member at one night only. Okay, so she was only there for one day. I don't know who Mike is. CJ O'Doyle. Okay, so the prospects. Tito Ortiz. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot if he was. Yeah, I've never interviewed Tito Ortiz. I'm not going to count the prospects, but yeah. So I've interviewed Garrett, Nux, D'Lo, Ken Anderson, Wes Briscoe, and Eric Bischoff. Yeah, very interesting. Very interesting. I've got most of Aces and Eights in the reservoir. What else we got? PNP Nation. So Thunderdome. Not really interested in signing up for that, honestly. Can we talk about the greatness that is The Rock? What about him? It's so funny. I've never been. So I was a Rock fan like back in like 98. I was a big Rock fan. And then after that, I stopped being a Rock fan. Like I just didn't like The Rock. And then I liked Hollywood Rock. Like it was so funny because I'm a baby face guy. Like I just love the baby faces. I think that's the point of baby faces is for them to be liked. If you don't like the baby, if you don't like the baby faces, they need to do better trying to be. I mean, everybody's not going to like everybody. I get that, but baby faces need to whatever like anti-hero or white meat baby face, whatever type of baby face you are. There's many layers and shades of baby face. But the point is to get people to like you. You have the Austin CM Punks, you have the Randy Savages, of course the greatest baby face of all time, which is Ricky Steamboat. And then my all-time favorite, which is Sting. So you have all different shades of babyface, but the point is to get people to get behind you and the quest of beating the heel. So but The Rock, he went to corporation and then, he became, a top baby face. And this, I just wasn't a fan. And my good buddy of mine, actually one of the actually the first co-host of the show back in 2012 for about a year and a half, Ryan, he was a big fan of The Rock, and I would always brag to him like when The Rock would lose, and I just didn't like him. I don't know what it was. I think it was just probably just too cookie cutter gimmicky. But I like gimmicky. I think gimmicky is good if people are compelled by it. And Rock was Hall of Famer, top guy. He deserved all that. He was great. But it was just something about The Rock that I just didn't like that much. I don't know what it was. I think I was just getting tired of the Rocky stick. I think probably, perhaps, I don't know what it was. And then when he turned heel in 2003, when he became Hollywood Rock, it was so funny. It was so funny because we used to all, it was a bunch, it was a few of us, probably 5 of us at least, that used to always watch the pay-per-view. So before the network, I watched pay-per-views every month at either B-Dubs or Hooters. And so I felt every single time, having lustful eyes, the Christian, the man of God and Hooters had to kind of duck a couple times when the females would come right to you very invasively, trying to get a trying to get a tip with their cleavage. But I will say though, the food was good. The food, their fish, fish was good. Their Hooters fish was good, and I would get the grouper, and it was really good. So I would get their food, and I would just kind of keep myself, I would turn my lustful eyes, to my virgin eyes, and get prayed up before I get in there because it was crazy. But we would go there and we go to B-Dubs and watch pay-per-views every month. So before the network, for years, I would watch pay-per-views at B-Dubs or Hooters. Not too much at Hooters. The gym that I worked at actually was, so in the same lot was the gym that I was a trainer at, and then literally right down on the same lot, we shared the same lot. It was my gym and Hooters. So we would go on Sunday nights. Sometimes I'll work out, and and sometimes because most of the time I'll work out right after I got off work, and I worked in the weekdays. But sometimes I would hang out over there, and so we would go watch pay-per-views at Hooters. But then during 2003, we would go to B-Dubs every month and watch pay-per-views. And actually, I was watching pay-per-views at B-Dubs for at least 10 years, because I remember watching it during Hollywood Rock time in 2003. And I remember watching it actually in 2002, even when Jericho beats I think it was Rock, right, at No Way Out. He beats because I know he beat one of them at Royal Rumble, one of them at No Way Out. I think it was Rock at Royal Rumble and Austin at No Way Out, right? 2003, no, 2002. I know it was both of them simultaneously. So I think it was maybe Austin at No Way Out 2000. It may have been Rock. Yeah, so he beat Austin at No Way Out 2002, and I believe he beat Rock at the Rumble 2002. Almost positive. I know he beat him consecutively. Yep, he beat both of them clean consecutively. He beat the Rock at Rumble 2002, and then Austin the next month at No Way Out. And I remember watching both of them, specifically No Way Out, because a good buddy of mine, Dave, he was a huge Austin fan. And so it was me, Dave, and Ryan. Like we were like close friends, super close friends at that time, the closest of friends. And I liked Jericho. He liked Ryan liked The Rock, and Dave liked Austin. And so when in December at Vengeance, when Jericho beat both of them, I marked because that was his first, world title reign. And then I start bragging to Ryan at the Rumble when Jericho beat Rock, and then I start bragging to Dave at No Way Out when he beats Austin. I remember being at B Dubs watching that at No Way Out. So yeah, I was watching pay-per-views at B Dubs for at least a good 10 years, right before the network, actually. So yes, fun stuff. Fun stuff. Memories. I got memories for days, man. I really can write a book. I got so much stuff to write about the book. Just as far as in a book form, I just need to just kind of funnel all of them thoughts and just a narrow path and and write me a book, man. Write me a book. Reigns finally turning here. We'll talk about SummerSlam. How do I think they should bring back Drew? He'll come back at Payback. Payback is just a filler to bring back Drew, which we'll talk about Keithley. Paul is asking, am I wrong in whomever is in charge and realizing the unbelievable waste they made Nexus and are trying to do it right, but failing miserably before a leader unveil? Yeah, Nexus was a terrible project because of John Cena. that was the reason why that became a terrible project. They had so much potential with Barrett being the leader, man. They should have made him champion. They should have made Wade Barrett champion. He'll actually be at NXT tomorrow, so we'll talk about that in the hashtag headlines. Y'all know the format now. Hashtag Ask Chris and hashtag headlines, man. We just chilling from now on. All right. No, I do. Actually, I do. Actually, I have a treadmill and a weight bench and some free weights down in my basement. But I work out 5 days a week at Planet. So that is the gym that I work at, Planet Fitness. All right. When Benoit won the world title, yeah, I was pretty excited when Benoit won the title. I was more excited at Jim Ross's commentary. But Jim Ross, I almost felt that he was going to have a heart attack at during that commentary. It was pretty bad. I was so into it though, but I was in retrospect, I feel bad for Jim Ross because I was like, man, just gotta break it down because like I think you're about to have a heart attack, man. But but I appreciate that too because that is definitely something that you got to feel it, man. And I felt it with them, like Dusty Rhodes, my hand, your hand. I mean, that's how it's supposed to be, my hand and your hand, and that's it's the mothership. I mean, it's in the blood, my hand and your hand, baby. And that's how Jim Ross was, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Real quick before, here's a question based on the old school show, Save the Bell. Screech was the Outcast group. If you could pick a faction or group in any company, who was the Screech of the group? I'll say Rad Rafford or Luis Piccoli in the Wolfpack, or Disco Inferno in the Wolfpack. So, great opportunity to bring on to share this question with me, the co-host with the most. He's back, baby. Evan Tech Proud. How are you tonight, sir?
I'm back. Back. Going on PNP Nation. I missed all of you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm back. Sorry, guys. Miss you for a month. Had some personal things. Take care of my job, death in the family. So I'm here in the mothership.
The mothership.
Doing the Liga and the hand. I'm here.
Yes,
But,
Luger indeed. As a matter of fact, man.
I'll say this, man. You know, I just recently sadly, I lost my cousin. He was only 26. 26. He was sick. In therapy, man, was them legal clips you sent me. It was like 1 a.m. Sitting there driving to the room, man, cracking up. Oh, and never put his knees down. Never put his legs down. But
that's
cool.
hilarious.
That's a great question, Robbie. Screech of the group. See, Screech was there. He contributed, but he was like the tried too hard and it was a joke. So sorry. And look, welcome back, guys. Love you y'all much. This is my man. I've talked to him. You know this, Chris, tons of times off air. Never had him on my show, but he is a fan of my show or yours. My man X Pot always was a Screech DX.
Yeah.
Screech the NWO. Screech DX again. Gosh, I'm trying to think. Man, factions. It was no Screech in the Four Horsemen. The original.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say the original.
Yeah, the original
then
too.
You had Paul Roma.
Paul Roma.
Speaking of Mongo.
That's the man, though.
Oh, I said, I gotta give a shout out to WrestleBotch on this one here because I didn't know about WrestleBotch until yesterday, last night, and I was literally cracking up laughing because I'm in a bunch of different wrestling groups,
right?
And they were sharing something. And they called it hashtag. I didn't even know this was a thing until last night. Hashtag Mongo Monday, right?
Wow, I knew nothing about that.
And so every week, WrestleBotch post. They post clips of Mongo botching. And I literally watched like 5 or 6 of these clips, and oh my gosh, I'm actually about to.
He bought so much, man.
So it was so many. I did not. I mean, to this day, I think Mongo was just such a.
I was this close to getting him on my show.
Really?
I called his restaurant.
Oh, nice.
Because he had, I don't know if he still has it, but a couple years ago. But the man is straight up as it is, Super Bowl champ, and out of football wrestlers, he's the best. Because we've seen Lawrence Taylor, we've seen Kevin Green. Good gosh.
I think that LT was much better than Mongo, and here's why. Here's one botch.
Is that the GOAT? Is that stay?
Yes.
Yeah, what are you doing? Wait a minute. What was that? Back dropping to the bottom rope.
I got this. No, wait. Hold on. I got. Hold on a second. Oh. I'm about to get pinged with this. Here's another one.
I remember this one.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Give me that.
Don't drop one on his head. Just flat.
Oh, there's so many for days. Here's another one.
Is that Ref?
No, I think it's somebody from Flock.
Who was that? Riggs?
No, I forgot his name.
Sick Boy.
Sick Boy. Yep, Sick Boy. No, wait. This is Mongo Monday. So it's Luger.
I ain't never seen that one before. That was you, Mongo. That was your own momentum.
Right. It was absolutely
You
my
can't blame that on Luger. And look at that. Flair had the traditional. We used to joke and always say Flair's wife used to dress him for his wrestling attire. He had green tights and yellow boots.
Yellow
And that
boots.
was in the wrestling games. For what?
Oh man. So yeah, this is a thing, yo. Mongo Mondays. There's here's another one.
Oh man. What? That close.
Oh, here's
You
another
know,
one.
5-4.
Vianos, yeah. He's going for the power driver. Oh, I got it. Oh, hold on.
Oh man.
Oh
You know what? Even my man Alex Wright.
This one to go.
Oh man.
Oh, oh wait, hold on.
Was that a shoulder block?
I'm just gonna. Oh. Oh gosh. Oh, hold on.
All right, y'all got static. Hold on. Is that better? Is that better, guys?
Oh man, I think it's just you. Your mic is just.
Oh, my mic. Oh, just hit me. Okay.
Oh man. Whew. Yeah. So this is Mongo Mondays, ladies. Oh, here's a. Oh. The Halliburton.
Oh my god.
He's gonna get the Halliburton. Ow.
Halliburton hit the middle of the ring.
Oh man.
You gotta love it, man. That's just my gotta love Mondo, man. I got one too. Midian. Midian was the screech of the ministry.
Oh gosh. Oh,
I'm
that
sorry.
was so bad.
We have to blur that out. I don't know if we get in trouble for that. I'm drinking the P word.
Oh, that was so bad.
Stuff, man.
That was so bad. That was so bad.
Mondo. Mongo just he did the best he could do. It's like I said, Mongo at least had. So I would prefer him over Lawrence Taylor. All Lawrence Taylor could do was punch. He was exhausted in the ring, and Mongo was there.
Yeah,
he was at WrestleMania 11.
Yeah, we can't put the audio on because
can't put the audio in trouble. Yeah. So,
man,
I mean, you got Midian, my man who had on my show, Disco for the Wolfpack too. Remember Disco days, Louis Spicoli, X-Pac.
Mm-hmm.
Who was the Screech and Devastation Incorporated?
Oh man. Oh, that was so bad, man. That was just so terrible.
And then his interview skills was just.
It wasn't good either.
Like I'll never forget this Nitro. I have this on VHS in my basement. He was looking for a challenge, and Bill Bulldog came out. He said, "Look, it's Davey Boy Smith," and he says, "Yeah." And Davey Boy, and nowadays this sounds so pause. He was like, "Yeah." And Mongo was like, "Yeah." Look at me for a bone to chew on. Yeah. And then Davey Boy says, "Yeah." Well, you know what? This might be that bone you can chew on. That sound. And Mean Gene, my buddy, just looking. It just sounds so wrong nowadays. We're talking about 98, 7-ish, 97, 8-ish. Just, my man Thilo, good buddy, Thilo with the name. No, well, Thilo could have been in some aspects was the Screech.
No, I think he was great. I think he was.
But he did take a lot of the fall though.
He did, but he was Eurocontinental champion. He beat Triple H. He was pretty.
Actually, I will give it to PG-13.
Yeah, probably PG-13 if anything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thilo won titles and all of that. But yeah, that's was Mongo worse than David Arquette? No, because David wasn't really David wasn't really a pro wrestler at all.
Right.
He gave all his money to charity.
Yeah.
That he made from wrestling. you got to compare wrestler to wrestler, like Mongo to trying to think of whatever football player, because a lot of them they didn't last, man. A lot of football players didn't.
Kevin Green.
Oh, he was horrible. Mongo over Kevin Green.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so, man. I think
Kevin Green cannot wrestle. Them clotheslines.
Mongo can't wrestle either. They gave him the U.S. title. I just gave you video after video of this botch.
That is true. But
dude,
Mongo,
he couldn't even go. He couldn't even Irish whip right. He
that is
came to
true.
Stevie Ray and Brian Adams. He was like, "Oh."
That is true. But Kevin Green couldn't even clothesline. His arm was stiff. It was just.
Yeah, that's true. But
he can't run the ropes. These Mongo could get in the ropes.
Nah, he can't run the ropes.
I'm sorry. Give me my
look at trying to put him in the ropes, and he ended up going out the ring.
Give me Mongo over Kevin Green, man. I know Mongo is not the best by far.
No, he's not the best. He's the worst. Like he's not even close to the best. He's the worst. Kevin Green was bad, but he wasn't getting Irish whipped and tripping on himself.
I give you that. Okay, so speaking of the worst PMPs and y'all watching, okay, and not to speak ill of the dead, who was worse, Mongo or the Renegade, who can't even do a drop kick? A standing one at that against Arn Anderson. You want to go back to Beach Boys?
Yeah, that was bad.
I'm sorry. I mean, that art in his eye. Oh man.
I think Mongo still got him though. I think Mongo still got him. Mongo was terrible, man.
Even Marie was bad, but Mongo, for as being legendary botch man, is
yes.
Even Marie did one or two botches.
Yeah. Even Marie wasn't too bad. I mean, she wasn't terrible. Yeah,
can't do an actual series.
Yeah,
like
she just couldn't wrestle. You know
right.
what I mean? Like she just wasn't making a bunch of botches. She just wasn't solid in the ring. You know what I mean? So and plus they didn't give her a title. You know what I mean? Mongo was U.S. champ.
And he was in video games.
Yeah, exactly. And he was in the Horseman. He had the honor and privilege to throw up this sign. And
do it on.
Yes.
That is the Benoit.
Yeah. All right, so let's get into some of these questions. Ask Evan, what are your thoughts on what is happening to the NWA? Thunder Rosa and AEW, Wade Barrett to WWE. In fairness, Barrett's only a one-time shot for now to see how it is. He'll probably get signed.
Yeah.
It's just a one-time deal for now.
As far as NWA far as what's happening now, what the future's gonna be. I wish him well. We said it last time I was on the show about a month ago. Was for one of their people just to step down, and they're not. NWA isn't going to do anything until there's you can have crowds. So which I could understand the mindset, but I think it hurt them in the long run. I mean, look at WWE. You got the Thunderdome and the cameras. Look at AEW. ROH is starting back up. Eventually, we'll see more from help me, I'm sure MLW. This gonna hurt NWA. I mean, maybe do like baseball, have the cardboard cutouts of people. That would be great if wrestling did that. They have like cardboard cutouts of Mean Gene and President Jack Tunney, and Bobo Brazil, and all these. Of course, with WWE own the rights to these people, we'll have them. You can't throw in celebrities because you have to get a waiver for their rights to pay them. But I think NWA is going to hurt them because they had a lot of steam. COVID slowed a lot of stuff down. No, COVID-19 is not over. Nobody's out of the woods yet, but things are slowly starting to creep. I mean, you got the NFL here in Baltimore. They already said, look, no fans for at least probably the first half of the season. Stuff can still happen without fans. It's piping noise. WWE has been piping in crowd noise since the early '80s. So was WCW.
Yeah,
And I'm sure AEW will do it too when they get to the point when they just start distributing DVDs and everybody does it. It's called post editing.
yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
pipe, put in pipe noise, man. They doing it in baseball. I love baseball. They're gonna have to do it in football.
Yeah.
I think it'll hurt NWA.
Shandy's asking, did I like Brody Lee destroying Cody and winning the TNT title? I
I loved
did,
it. I
actually.
loved it.
I think that was a great call.
Because nobody saw it coming.
Yeah, I mean, talk about SummerSlam's tagline. That was the nobody saw it coming. But I think that's good, though. I mean, that's really how you do it, though. You know what I mean? Like you have, and that's the reason why I don't like Cody saying, there's no such thing as faces and heels, bull crap. That's a
I
bunch of
disagree
bull
with
crap.
that.
Because Cody was playing the babyface, it made Brody Lee look even stronger as a heel, excuse me, by just totally decimating him. And that really got him over as a heel. If he was, there was two tweeners and, I mean, just come on now. It doesn't make sense. And he looked like a legitimate heel. He looked like a champion. He looked like someone who, is to be reckoned with. And he nailed it out the park, man. That's a good way to bring him in. I mean, you talk about, I've had conversations in previous weeks of, they're bringing in people and they're still, it's basically was a lateral move, like a Sean Spears, so to speak. I mean, for instance, definitely a Sean Spears. But someone like a Brody Lee, man, I mean, they've been
It was great.
utilizing him really good, and I like it. I think it's great.
And
It's bringing back the heel, and that's what it should be.
it's great because one, don't even start there, Ricky. Every time when Ricky just come in.
What do
So
you say?
no, he was he was talking about like Chris Harris. No, you talking
Oh,
about you starting that. Look, I've been gone for a month. And you starting back up
oh.
again. It's all cool. Um, but it was great. Is I know I've been out the league for a bit, but I still caught up with things. Oh, Brody Lee won. You look at it like this. I mean, Triple H, he's the what he does, and he's jobbed out tons of times. And Mania, and Cody is one of the big golden boys of there. He jobs out to Brody. Like you said, it gives Brody heel heat,
Yep.
makes him look like a legit heel. It really helps out the what is he with? The Dark Order, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Dark Order. So that gives him legitimacy. I mean, who would have thought Cody would just get smashed like that? Like
Mm-hmm.
we're talking like WWE superstars, 1993.
Yeah. Right.
Razor Ramon,
Right.
my good close friend Bob Starr, who was a great endorsement talent. You can look him up. Him and Barry Harbor's one of them matches where at least they got some offense. Cody was just right? Like being your little cousin in a Street Fighter game or something, just like no hits, come flawless
Yeah.
victory. Your cousin get 2 hits and then combo.
Right.
So I thought it was great. I don't agree, and I've talked to Cody. We've done conference calls with Cody, and Cody's is a great guy. Much respect to Cody. Our relationship with AEW, I don't agree with that. So if there's no such thing as heels or faces, why do you need the fans? Why do you do boos and cheers for what? Movies have heels and faces. Heels and faces. You gotta have somebody to cheer for.
Yep.
Some things just don't understand. We live in a new time. Some things just need to just stay the way they are. Bad
Yep.
guys, good guys.
I agree 100%. Kelvin is asking, what do you think about Keithley's new theme song? Boo boo. Absolutely boo boo. I don't like his his skirt shorts. That was terrible. I'm cool with the top because he wore that in ROH, but here, this is what it clearly is showing. Clearly, what I see in the transition, I see Triple H allowing Keithley to be Keithley in NXT, understanding that he does, he is a big guy, but he's very agile. So Triple H was using that to his advantage. Now, someone like a Cassius Ohno, he wanted Cassius Ohno to wear a jersey because, Triple H won't admit this still, but of course it was clearly because of his shape. So what it seems like Triple H was allowing Keith Lee to be Keith Lee because he's a big guy, he's chubby, but at the same time he's big and agile, and he is a muscular dude regardless. But it's clear to me, it's clear to me that Vince McMahon got his hands on Keith Lee and he caused him to change his music, get out of the short tights, put some shorts on, some ugly looking shorts on, and wear a top. And you can just tell that Vince McMahon totally just probably don't even know much about Keith Lee because, it was horrific how much in one night they can just suck all the momentum out of Keith Lee and put him with a generic theme song, some ugly shorts, and a top. It was horrible. And then they didn't. Me and Raw Boy Animal was talking about this last night in my Raw review. He didn't even come in, and he technically lost his match against Randy Orton because of Drew McIntyre interfering. And so he should have squashed somebody, and now he's a filler between Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre.
He's a pawn.
They
treated him like Sting. WrestleMania 31.
Oh, why would you do that?
With The Rock and Triple H.
Why would you do that to me? Never.
Oh man. I know.
Why?
We both when we both found out, we were in New York, New Jersey. What's going on, Mike Riggs? The rage that came out. It was bad, man. And I keep saying this. Right when I got the word a couple weeks ago that they was going to probably bring Keith in, I was like, no, this is the end. Because as soon as he went to the main roster, he was going to change how he looked because he's on the main roster. Just like, thank gosh, Big E got with New Day because he did nothing. And Big E even reminded everyone, was it last week? The SmackDown when he said, remember, I was in, I do know Chris Harris is Ricky. Remember, I was NXT champion. Big E had to remind you the 5 count of his accolades. I'm granted day, so that's the point. But we know how Big E was for that. We was the heavy of golf and doing a whole bunch of stuff and wearing those we would call them zoot suits and them big and tall 2-piece suits, like your boy Ezekiel Jackson used to wear. So it was bad, man.
Yeah,
like it's so sad that we rather athletes and wrestlers to stay in NXT. When we hear them say main rosters, like no,
right?
We'll get a silent exclamation point, like
right,
just
exactly.
This.
Exactly.
That's so bad.
That's why I gotta give it up to Tommaso Ciampa because Ciampa's like, no, I'm not going to the main roster. Like, no, because like he's like, I gotta go. If I go to the main roster, I gotta go because being in NXT, I'm getting paid really good. I don't have to worry about dates after dates, and I'm happy with my character right now. And it's just, I got mad respect for Tommaso Ciampa for doing that, for sure.
It's a whole good dude too. It's just a whole other ball game, of course, as we know.
And people talking about Gargano going up too. No.
For what?
No way.
He will
There's
get
no way
squashed.
that Gargano should go up there.
WWE, it will always be until Vinnie Mac goes on to glory. Will always be a big man's company.
Yeah.
With a few exceptions of the Mankinds and the Daniel Bryans and the CM Punks and homie on here, the smaller guys. But Brett's different because he legit can wrestle.
Yeah.
You know, Michaels was never that big, but Michaels was just so charismatic and entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
But still, when you see them, I mean, they still could hold their own.
But there was a lot of people in that era that could wrestle, though. Like Perfect could wrestle, you know what I mean? But there was just something like Bret Hart had the charisma. That took him away from the mid card to the main event. You know, that was the distinction between like him and Piper and him and Perfect. Piper and Perfect were upper mid carders. They were both Intercontinental champions. But at the same time, Bret had that technical ability to be that baby face.
He had the charisma, exactly.
And he had the charisma.
And Michaels at best was a cruiserweight compared to WCW standards.
Yeah.
Cruiserweight, old school, you had to be under 235. Mm-hmm. But Michaels was so charismatic, he was entertaining in the ring.
Yep.
But now with the and like around that time you had the workers champs and you had them and then that was a different era. But nowadays, what is a Gargano? Even in the new generation, what would a Gargano do? I mean, Bret in his prime is 3 times the Gargano.
Yeah.
Shawn Michaels, and it's nothing against Gargano. He's a good dude, met him before. Mm-hmm. It's just, there's nothing against anybody small.
Yeah.
But certain companies, like football, they have certain schemes, certain players work for certain modes. So WWE and the main roster, you just know a Gargano, a Ciampa, help me out. I mean, look at Aleister Black. Where's he at? He barely fits in that main roster mode, and he's not a small guy.
Yeah.
So you got to be a Strowman or a Reigns. I mean, Rollins Rollins got pushed because he's a Triple H guy, all of that. But I mean, Rollins and Strowman and I don't count Orton and Cena because they're like basically like current legends, but you get what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. It just doesn't Keith Lee, thank God she's a big guy and he's black, so that helps and he's charismatic. Well, come on now, Gargano against Bryan sounds good, but is it really going for button seats? Is Vince really going to pick? Is that really going to main event? Is that really even going to main event a payback or a fast lane or a fast break? No. Right. And wait a minute, payback is this Sunday. Did we just not have SummerSlam? and so, a good buddy of mine just texted me today. Was like, "Oh, you know, payback is this Sunday." What?
Yeah.
We just had SummerSlam.
Yeah.
And I'm not complaining. We love it. We get paid to talk about it. I'm just like, wow.
Yeah.
This is whatever you call Impact Anthem, Cross the Line, whatever. It wasn't like, okay, WWE this week, TNA this week, or AEW. No.
Yeah.
2 straight weeks of a pay-per-view.
Yeah. Craziness. PNP Nation, before we drop off, what would y'all give SummerSlam? Go ahead and grade SummerSlam. For those, you can grade SummerSlam. So give me 3 grades. Give me 1 SummerSlam, 2 Raw, and then 3 last SmackDown. For Raw, check out the Raw review as of yesterday. Like I said, every single Monday from yesterday on, or from Monday onward, me and Road Warrior Animal, we will be reviewing Raw every single week immediately after Raw on Sportskeeda. So go ahead and check out that. The first episode got over 10,000 views. So thanks to everybody for the support there. It was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, good work with that too, man.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
And it was a good dude.
Yeah. So it's so it was great discussion. We talked a lot afterwards. After it went off, and man, we're gonna have some fun. We end up preparing to go and doing a live show during Mania weekend. And he's I am pleased to have him as a colleague now, and I'm really looking forward to talking Raw with him from now on. So I'm super pumped about that. So anything Raw,
NXT
go
too.
check that out. So go check that out.
Somebody's mentioned NXT.
Yeah,
as well.
Takeover.
Triple X.
Yeah.
Not the movie.
8 out of 10 SummerSlam. For Paul, B. I say B- for SummerSlam. That was my grade. Brian, CCC. Marissa, I would give C. Raw would give a C, and SmackDown would give a C. Okay.
B gave out straight B for me. SummerSlam, Raw. B-.
What is this out of 10 or 5? B-, B, and B. Yeah, I think that's pretty. I think that's pretty much where I sit.
Did y'all mention earlier? What is the GOAT SummerSlam? We can talk about that next week. What is the GOAT SummerSlam?
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, we'll talk about that.
I got a couple of mine for me.
Yeah. And then C, D for SummerSlam. I thought SummerSlam was pretty good, actually. I liked it. I liked Roman coming back. It was cool. I think SummerSlam was pretty solid. Apollo defeating MVP, that really didn't make a difference. You know, I like Apollo, but they're not really doing him. They're just not really doing a good job.
He just needs to be in that stable.
He's
not going anywhere.
Yeah, I don't know. Bailey defeating Asuka was good, though, how they set it up. Street Profits, I love Street Profits, man. They're my favorite tag team. Defeating Andrade and Angel, I was fine with that as a fan. Mandy Rose defeating Sonya Deville. We knew about that because of the craziness that the lunatic did.
Thank gosh that went down the way they did.
Seth Rollins defeating Dominic. That match was good. I like Dominic, man. I do. I really think there's a ton of potential.
Yeah, I'm happy for Dominic.
I like his gear too.
Your boy Ricochet. May have him face
Yeah, Asuka defeating Sasha.
That was good.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I love Asuka. I mean, I'm a big Asuka.
She's my favorite now.
Yeah.
She's my favorite.
Drew defeating Randy Orton. 20-minute match. It was a pretty solid match. I liked it. I'm cool with the roll. I'm cool with the backslide too, actually, because that protects Orton too. So it kind of allows us to see an extension because it seemed like it was a fluke. So it made sense. I'm cool with the way that ended. And then the Fiend and Braun. I'm not. I don't like how this.
Weird.
Angle came about. So the Fiend is clearly a heel, and you should definitely make him a heel. But Braun is having this new type of
bald head,
and now he's cut his hair. Now he's heelish, and you kind of had like two heels coming in there, which didn't make sense. And it seems as if they were kind of building Braun to make Roman look like a babyface because he's getting heelish. So they both kind of went in heel, which didn't make sense. Then Roman comes in, but he looks heelish now, though. So I really hope that SmackDown kind of
edgy.
I mean, I hope it kind of tries to fill in some of the gaps at least.
Let's remember, guys. I mean, how many times did Roman fight Braun?
No, Brian. Dolph Ziggler. If Dolph Ziggler was the leader of Retribution,
I'm gonna say it's about Retribution, man. It's not clicking for me.
I agree. It's not.
It is, and you got as Hogan NWOites. You got the WWEites that tried so quick to jump on AEW when they try to air quote steal story people. Promotions instilling each other's storylines or copying. I used to say back in my day, used to say fighting or jockeying someone's style since the beginning of time. WCW did still with WWF, WWF still with WCW, the AEWA, NWA, all this Mid-Atlantic, Florida. It didn't happen. So WWE fans so quick, AEW still did. Shut up. Stop all that. Because what does the retribution look like? You know, me and you, Chris, we're paid to be optimistic, right? And we're paid to be objective. Does it not remind you how the Dark Order used to do things? A lot of similarities. The only thing is, Retribution sounds good on paper, but you got these random downloadable content people, men and women who are all black, beating up equipment because you can't use a lot of weapons on people, and they're taking over production trucks. And then they didn't even give. So you take over a production truck, but you give no explanation of how you came back on the air.
Yeah, your mic is getting static.
It is okay.
Yeah.
How
you're good. I think it's just rubbing off shirt. Yeah.
You don't give explanation how you get back on air or how you get the cameraman back. The retribution. This is plot holes. There's no end game. Who's the leader?
Like I said, man, it better be somebody good, because if it's somebody bad, this is like higher power. I don't think it's Roman, because he would have been unmasked. I mean, it just
we'll
see. We'll see who it's going to be.
Apollo Crews.
Oh gosh. Kyle was asking who we got a roll, but I got a couple minutes left. Who had the more shocking match, McAfee or Dominic? I think both of them looked really good. I think Takeover was good overall. I just don't like Keithley losing clean like that. I mean, I know that they were bringing him up to the main roster, but you know, that took some momentum off of him losing clean like that too. You know, I mean, I would have done like a fireball type of thing with Scarlett, something to protect them coming up to the main roster. Because for someone who's so hot and has so much momentum, you just won 2 titles. You know what I mean? And just to go from that to some skirt shorts wearing, you know, generic music playing, it's just crazy how they just sucked the momentum out of him.
You look like a rookie independent wrestler. Like
it was terrible, absolutely terrible. But yeah, as far as the more shocking match, I think both of them looked impressive. I was very impressed with both of them. I like Dominic's better because Pat McAfee, he looked nervous at times. Now Dominic, he just was missing a couple of cues. He wasn't very confident with going up to the ropes. But with McAfee though, and granted, both of them there's their first match, you know, and then both of them was big stages, Takeover 30 and SummerSlam, the second biggest pay-per-view of the year. I mean, for Dominic being at the second biggest pay-per-view of the year and looking like that, Dominic hands down for me. But Pat looked good too. I mean, the thing is, when he would do the collar and elbow, he would like kind of go in like, you know, I mean, like he was just kind of going like he was kind of, you know, kind of rehearsing in his mind. So that's one thing I did notice, but I mean, that's just nitpicking really. I mean, it was pretty good. Lonzo's checking in. Great show tonight, Chris. Been listening to Lonzo. Thanks so much. Thanks much. Cool. All right. So, yeah, I know there were some headlines and stuff, but we're going to close it. We're going to close up shop. It is about that time. It's been a pleasure as always. Of course, check out Under the Mat. Yeah, it's Mondays and Tuesdays for me are crazy busy, but I mean the opportunity is absolutely fantastic. I mean, this is what I've been dreaming about as a pro wrestling journalist for years. I mean, I've had many awesome opportunities. I was a freelance at Sports Illustrated, a freelance at Fox Sports. You know, Bleacher Report, I was a feature columnist there for over 3 years. You know, many other sites that I wrote for. If it's a big site, I probably wrote for it or contributed to it somehow. But this is actually my second run as Sportskeeda, and I love it, man. I'm actually a senior analyst there now, and much better. I mean, it was cool 4 years ago, but I'm a man of. I'm real big on understanding my brand and really not wasting my time on stuff that I know that doesn't really profit me as a brand. Right. And Sportskeeda treat me like royalty over there. The money's good. So, and I'm getting paid to interview people and to review Raw every week. I mean, that's what can you ask? What else can you ask for? So, shout out to Sportskeeda, man. They're treating me like royalty over there, and I really appreciate it. Of course, this Pancakes and Powerslams is housed on my personal YouTube page and also the Wrestling Rumors. Yes, so go subscribe to my Pancakes and Powerslams YouTube channel. Scrolling right there. And yeah, go ahead and hit that like button for the Wrestling Rumors. Big shout out to Heidi, Wrestling Rumors. She's awesome. She's super supportive, been always, just super supportive. She treats me like royalty too, man. So I'm really in a good spot as a pro wrestling journalist. And this is exactly where I want to be, because I just don't have that opportunity. I just don't have much time to write anymore. I mean, I've been a writer. I only write about a couple articles a week because I've been really, I'm literally going to be a doctor in about a week or two. Like, I will literally be PhD, Dr. Chris official. So yeah, yeah, man. So I just don't have the time. So I'm blessed, man. And of course, I've got the greatest fans in the world, the PNP Nation, and that's always a blessing. I'm gonna give you some death there before I go, Beba. You believe what are y'all talking about over here?
They was going. Marissa was turning heel. She was going with somebody about.
Wait a minute.
they was going back and forth about something. She was almost there.
Oh man,
she had to still cheer like Brett.
Lexi's been gone for a while, man. She has disappeared from the face of the earth, man. So
Lexi's gonna come back, man.
Okay,
it's like Sting. She gonna come from the rafters with the bat.
You're right. Disappeared. You ain't got your tag team partner, Marissa. Lexi usually she used to ask all the good questions, man, and she left you hanging, Marissa. So
she gonna be back. We're gonna see that pop. Then
we'll see.
Yeah.
We will see if Lexi makes her long-awaited return from her Achilles injury. She's been gone for the Achilles.
Yeah. ACL, PCL, all of that.
You get that Achilles injury, you gone for a year.
Yeah.
So
that turf toe. Football,
you got a torn Achilles.
Wait, Brian said Lexi is the leader of the Retribution.
Yes, Lexi is the leader of the Retribution. Yes, this whole time, absolutely. Cool, y'all. We'll save all the headlines for next week if need be. It's been great, but yeah, this is definitely my chill. PNP is just my calm down from a busy 2 days. After Raw, I have the Raw review with Animal now, and then of course for the past couple months I've been having unscripted when I interview a person live every week. This is probably one of my best interviews I ever had in my life with Bischoff tonight. He said some really, really awesome things about me, both in the beginning and the end. So I was super thankful about that. So it's been a great 2 days for me. I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna take the day off tomorrow and just chill.
Later, man.
So yeah, it's been great. All right, y'all. PNP Nation, been a blast as always. To my man, Evan Tech Proud.
I keep getting it wrong. I always get it rusted up.
Oh yeah, we want Dusty. Baby. Chad, I'm gonna give you Dusty, baby. Okay. You want Dusty Rhodes. I'm gonna give you Dusty Rhodes from my hand to your hand, baby. The love is shared, baby, of the PNP Nation. And the PNP Pancakes and Powerslams with Evan Tech Proud. Follow him, Evan _ Tech Proud _ Tech _ Evan _ Tech _ you tell them all, baby. You know how to find him. You know what they want. You know what it is. And I'm going to send my time and I will spend my time telling y'all, have a good night. God bless. My hand in your hand. The love is shared, baby.
With a fade. We gotta go.
We gotta go.
We're
We're out of time. No. Mongo's coming.
Mongo.
Mongo's
Mongo for
coming.
horseman.
We gotta go.
Mongo for horseman. His hands will always be wide. Be like this. Why'd your
We gotta
fingers so wide, Mongo?
the Mongo horseman. We're